moments ago, shortly before we went on the air, DJ Moore's been acquired by the Buffalo Bills.
Wow.
Off goes DJ Moore. Now, we kind of got a sense of it because I don't follow him on his Instagram account, but it popped up in an algorithm, I believe on Threads, that he had a photograph of him looking out his front door with what appeared to be a kid, and they were looking out of the front door, basically saying, "Looks like we're out of here," was the general gist of his post. And so he caught wind of that. He is, in fact, out of Chicago and going to Buffalo, and he is going to be, right off the bat, Buffalo's number one wide receiver, something that he was becoming in Carolina, wound up being part of the trade that went with a bunch of picks to Chicago, that wound up with Caleb Williams being drafted because DJ Moore was one of the players sent by Carolina so they could get the first overall pick to draft Bryce Young. And DJ Moore comes into Buffalo just like Stefon Diggs did a few years ago with the "you're the guy. You are the guy who can be the number one wide receiver. You are the new BFF of Josh Allen." He's 2 years older than Stefon Diggs was when Diggs arrived in Buffalo. He does have twice as many 1,000-yard seasons that Diggs had coming into Buffalo as he is. The interesting thing is they're both Maryland Terrapins, just going through what could be some DNA here. But good on the Bills. I mean, apparently it's a mid-level draft choice. Could be, what, 4th that turns into a 3, 5 that turns into a 4. I don't know what it's going to be. But if you're sitting there 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round, you're the Buffalo Bills, and you're looking at the wide receivers still available in the draft, you're hoping to get the next DJ Moore. And it took DJ Moore a couple of years to turn in to DJ Moore. You might as well get the genuine article, which the Buffalo Bills did. Mm-hmm. And congratulations to them for doing it. And as for the Bears, I guess it's like, let's just figure out what to do with our youngins. Our Iceman and Caleb Williams, let's get them another guy maybe in this year's draft. Also, there's the iceberg and the tip. Like I always say, that you never know what's going on. Just don't know if DJ Moore, on occasion, there always used to be something that felt like a gear grind, something that felt like was off. And on that last interception of the playoffs for Caleb Williams, or the last interception of that game in the playoffs that ended essentially their hopes, that led to the Rams winning and moving on to Seattle as opposed to Chicago. He ran a route that didn't look all that crisp, and Chris Collinsworth called him out on the spot.
Did.
So you put it all together, and DJ Moore is now Buffalo Bill. And I kind of dig it. It's better than what they currently have for a number one wide receiver. Keon Coleman, as we all know, didn't really prove very quickly. So not a bad move right there. Meanwhile, Suze, your Patriots told Stefon Diggs they're done.
Yep.
And so maybe the Bills would take him back.
I mean, never know, right?
Doubt it.
Yeah.
I don't think so. And I think he's got a lot on his plate right now as well.
Right.
But Mike Rabel did said this is where we get, and he said that last week at the Combine, this is where we're going to have to go to find our future is in the draft picks. But A.J. Brown, do we think that that's going to happen?
Well, I mean, the person
who
who normally occupies that seat on a daily basis would love for that to happen.
I think that sounds like there's plenty of good books to read in New England on the sidelines.
Nice.
But, we do need to have somebody for this young quarterback to throw to, Rich. I mean,
Well, they've got the youngins that are there as well. Word on the streets is that the Patriots might have their eye on Alec Pierce, who is the deep threat for the Indianapolis Colts, who really hasn't proven out that he's a number one wide receiver yet.
Luke not happy with that one. Really, just
he wasn't happy hearing that might be the answer, but he's also coming into his own, and maybe, just maybe, he is the guy that you can hook up with Drake May and overpay and look like a genius by the end of the day, which I think just rhymed.
You're
I
bars.
said may, pay, and day.
Bars.
I know.
It's a lot.
Seuss.
But I think you put it properly, Suze, is that he's got a lot on his plate, and the Patriots might not want to put much of that plate there anymore. And May's going to have to get all grown up and figure out who else to throw to. But there were other guys. I mean, they had Booty. They had Kyle Williams. They had other guys. Pop Douglas. These were all guys coming to the fore, and you draft another one. You could free agent another one if you do want to shoot the moon and figure out what goes on with A.J. Brown. You try and affect that, or you free agent and go in Alec Pierce's mode.
And it was a lot of money. I mean, you're going from 10.5 to 26.5.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a money thing as well.
Yes, indeed. But the Patriots are moving on from Stefon Diggs.